So yeah.
Great. So first off, just tell me about where you grew up and how you got started. Where were you born?
I was born in Harlem. How I got into music. I got into music, I would say, like in middle school. My teacher, Mr. Craig, he was a poetry teacher. So like we would do slam poetry, we would do like poetry competitions, we competed. There's actually a couple videos online of me competing in these like competitions and shit.
Yeah.
So like and so like that like went from poetry until like I started like listening to hip hop, Jay-Z and shit, and it kind of like transitioned into hip hop. I kind of like went from poetry and started writing poetry.
So in high school, did you like do any serious musical projects or anything?
In high school, I wasn't really taking rap seriously. I was acting. I was a drama major in high school, and I was doing a lot of theater, and I would just rap in the locker rooms. So whenever we were in the locker rooms, like all the guys would come around and just like ciphering shit. And so I remember just one time being outside, all of us high as hell, just like in front of MLK, and we're all just like ciphering shit. And while we're ciphering, one of the girls, she said, I could listen to your voice on the radio, like your voice, I would listen to your voice on the radio. And like back then, I thought my voice was like annoying as shit. And so like I'm like, oh shit, she thinks she can hear me on the radio. Like I should actually like take this shit seriously. Yeah. And so like I started taking it seriously.
At what point did you stop thinking?
When I don't know, I still think my voice is fucking.
No, I feel like that's everything.
Yeah, I don't like my voice.
It's just like, yeah.
I wish my voice was like this, like some like Luther Vandross type shit. like serenade leaders.
So after high school, what was your what were you doing?
After high school, that's when I teamed up with my dude Ella. He's like my main producer. He produced almost every single track, just about every track of my album. Just this little kid from London, man. And I
you met him online? Or?
Yeah, we met online.
Yeah,
it was an online dating site. Nah, I'm kidding. It was KTT or some shit. Shout out to KTT. But like we met on that site, and ever since then it's been history, man. We've just been like sticking together and working. Yeah. It's like a brother. Right now he just like turned 18.
So when you met him,
dude, when I met him, I thought he was like, alright, when I met him, I was like 18 at the time, and he was 15, something like that. My math would be off because I'm mad high. But like, I used to talk to him on AIM, but he would always hit me up like, yo, I think you're the next big thing, we have to work together. And I used to think like, yo, like, I'm definitely not. Like, this guy is like, it's like some online pedophile, like pervert shit trying to like trap me, He's like, yo, we're gonna meet up in New York in front of Chipotle. And I remember my heart was just like fucking racing when I like met that dude. Like, that shit was scary. Yeah, he's just some little kid, and I was just like, thank the Lord. Like, I'm not getting raped, like, my bad. But like, damn.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
So you basically spent like the majority of your like life in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever left at any point?
I've left to perform. Like, I performed out in Canada.
Oh wow.
And Boston. Yeah. But like, living like I went out to Belize before, like during summers, like part of my family's Belize.
Say the part of
Black. And like a little Mexican in box, like half like that.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. Like all I know is New York. I guess this is all I fucking know.
That's a good place.
Yeah, and you know a lot by being from New York. Because like New York is just part of everything else. It's just like a melting pot. It's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So you get to like see everything and know everything. This is the everything.
How much does the city of New York do you think music that you hear?
To be honest, I used to think it used to affect my music a lot, and I would like to say it still does, but I feel like it doesn't. I feel like hip hop used to always be about zip codes and area codes, but I feel like now it's kind of like transitioning to what you like or what sound you see instead of sense. I don't know how to explain that better, but like, I see artists like Drake. He's from Canada, but he has a Houston style, you know? It's not Houston. He reps Memphis, you know? And you have like A$AP Rocky, he's New York. I love A$AP. He's like, he has a Houston sound. You know? They don't have to rep, you don't have to have the sound of your region. Just create your own sound, you know? Yeah. I like to think I create my own sound.
What inspired the whole like Mike Jones platform? Like the producer, like Stelios, or that?
Yeah. So Stelios played this dope ass beat, and it had the still tipping off the Mike Jones song. And so like I was like, you know, that he was telling me how the sample was like kind of played. Why don't you just add your own twist? Add my own twist. And as he played the song, it was like, yo, like we still need that like Mike Jones feel to it. You know what I mean? So like we just linked up with Mike Jones just because he like was the original track. And we got him on that shit. We made history.
So like,
it's unknown, but we brought Mike Jones. You know, we brought Mike Jones back.
You did. It's crazy because like I read a story I think a couple 6 months ago about Mike Jones doing a small college show, and like they got cancer or something. So like they would give him this, so they just rescheduled the show. They're just like a small fucking college show. He brought his girlfriend to this dude's dorm. Booked the show. It was just like. He wrote a story about it. I think he's coming back to you.
I'm ready for Mike Jones. Yo, Money Train.
For sure.
Money Train. I'm back for the
So yeah, he just when did that exactly happen?
Man,
was that like a while ago?
Time for me, man, is just like I'm high a lot, so time is just like kind of weird. So I dropped the album 2 months ago. I want to say like 5 months ago. Like the song was already completed and done. The actual person that was supposed to be on the track wasn't supposed to be Mike Jones. It was supposed to be
It's alright. If you can't remember, you don't mind
it was supposed to be somebody else, but like we had to just because of scheduling issues and stuff, he never came through with the track. So we got Mike Jones.
I mean, that's the best alternative possible.
We were just like, yo, you know, we might as well go bigger, go home. So it's like,
That's great. So how long did the whole first like mixtape project take?
From start to finish. Alright, so I started working on that. We were in a group called the Black Hands. I don't know.
Black Hands?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody ever knew that. But like, we performed in South by Southwest as a group called the Black Hands.
When you say me,
and so we performed out in South by Southwest, and right after South by Southwest, because of like I started working on my solo album right after South by Southwest, and because of location issues and like us being so far apart, we didn't stay as a Black Hand, so we had to separate. And so right after South by Southwest 2013 is when I started working on the album, dropping South by Southwest 2014. Around that time, so I said,
That's pretty often do you write? Do you ever use like free association, like wordplay, or like other like types of improv to inspire lyrics? Or do you just like sit down like with a journal and just like think about it really hard?
So the way I write is that I need to go out and live life. I legit have to. I can't stay at home. If I stay at home, or if I'm locked by myself, I get really existential. I just can't like sit down and write. You know what I mean? So I like to go out. I like to go to parties. I like to chill with friends. I like to live life in the city. You know what I mean? And as I'm doing that, stuff will just pop in my head. Like if you look at my iPhone, dude, like my notes. I'm sorry, I just gotta show you.
No, show me.
These are my notes. This is how crazy I am. Alright, so these are all notes right here, right? I don't know if you can see that. And then when you click them, like this one, it's all just verses. So you go to this, verses. It's like random verses. So let me just for me doing that.
It's just like as you're walking around.
Yeah. She squirted on my tank, so I grab her tunic and wear it and feel it 10 times as better than my bitch could have. Like ever, I fall for bitches and stuff. I tend to not give a fuck. Boy, this line is for you. Don't get out, never got stuck. See, it's like shit. It's like random raps. And I forget. Sometimes I forget they exist though. They just sit on my phone forever and I never record them. It happens.
What's the hardest song?
The hardest song? The hardest song I ever had to write?
Yeah.
Was the song with Jesse Wiggins on my album.
Did you find yourself like, was it hard to kind of
I wrote the hook.
You wrote the hook?
Yeah. And we worked on it together, just like editing it together.
Yeah.
But like the verses, like the actual verses for me, hardest thing. Just because I feel like I wasn't in that state of mind. Who's gonna write that shit?
Do you know Jesse Wiggins? Is that how that happened? Did you hook up with him before?
Yeah. No, shout out to Soft Blast After the Smoke. My dude Ella, they all, DG, Uzi, like they all worked on the song together, the instrumentation, and they made it just sick. And then as they were listening to it, they just came up with the idea. Ella,
no, you're good.
and so like we get in contact with Jesse, we all sit in the studio together, DG's on the keys and stuff, and he's playing like Stevie Wonder and shit, and like we all just vibe and shit, and Jesse Boykins a chill ass dude, man. Like the hook, I wrote the hook and everything, but he just took it to a whole nother level. Like he added like some dope ass like layers to it that I just could not imagine. It was sick. Me though, those verses, hardest shit in my life, man. Could not.
Did you have like a certain allotted time in the studio, or what happened because we were like recording, or did you like?
Oh no, we just booked a session with Patrick. Yeah, just doing solo, and we just chilled out with Patrick. Yeah, smoked up and like rocked out. That's good.
So it was just like a one. It was just like a one hit thing. It was just like one day.
Oh yeah.
It was just one day.
No, one day for him.
One day for him.
Yeah. Then like I had to sit with that track for a while. I had to sit with it. Yeah. So get into that point.
Thank you. What's your relationship with the whole like, rapping and vocals at the same time? Because you do a lot of vocals on this, and they're really good. But I feel like your rapping is also like up to par with your vocals. They're both, they're
Thank you.
So it's like, do you find yourself like liking to do vocals, or like it's easier for you to do vocals more than rapping, or vice versa? Like, are you comfortable with one more than the other?
I don't know. When someone sends me like a beat, when I listen to music, I just like kind of just like, I don't know how to explain it, but like Illa Illa's like, you need to chill with this thing, and just rap, like stop with the fucking emotional singing, like chill. Like he wants me to stop, and I try my best to stop, but like when I listen to some songs, like I just feel like some songs need that shit, you know what I mean? Like when you like rapping, it wouldn't sound right. I don't know. I just sang on some tracks, that shit. Yeah, I like going at the heartstrings. Sometimes rapping you can't like convey like a certain emotion, I think, because rapping is very like straightforward, and so like it's very hit or miss. Whereas singing is kind of like everywhere, you know. I don't know. You can hit more emotions with singing.
Yeah, definitely. So when was your first live performance? Something like
First live performance?
Yeah.
Well, my first live performance was with As the Black Noise, right? And so
At South by?
South by Southwest.
That was your first.
Yeah. And it was shitty as fuck.
Shit as fuck. Do you remember the venue you played?
It was some shitty bar. Oh, I wish I could remember the names, just so I can shit on them so like
My family lives like 45 minutes out of it.
really? Oh man,
I don't spend much time there. I love Austin. Yeah, Texas is
like so we perform and it's like 15 people in this big ass place. And the people don't even like respect rap, like, you know? I hate when I perform at a venue and they're just like I performed, you know what?
Was it for a specific show you missed?
It was like I don't even remember. It was just some shitty ass bar. ASF was there. ASF toured. That was it. Yeah, shit. If you want a better story, I remember like I performed at this fucking venue in Brooklyn. My first time performing in Brooklyn. Yeah, I go to the bar and the guy is like, all right, so are you like he booked me out, right? So that means you think he did research on me. He's like, all right, come on in. What's up, Dominic Serendip? This is the stage, this is the mic, this is all your shit. Have a good time. By the way, no rapping. I'm like, what? You do know I'm a rapper, right? Like, what
Your
the fuck?
first Brooklyn gig, they were like, no rapping.
He's like, no rapping, yeah. And so I'm like, yo, what the fuck do you mean, no rapping? He's like, aren't you a singer? Like, he heard one song, like, hey, You Don't Care song I have. Thought I was a singer, yo, just like put me out for the shit. And so like I go and I perform and Illa's just like, you know what, just rap. Fuck it. And I'm like, word, Illa, just gonna rap. And so I just start rapping and shit and the guy just like cuts the mic and he comes on stage and he's just like, I'm gonna tell you, you can't rap. There's people out here who can't rap. Because it's like a restaurant shit, you know?
So what?
Yeah, they booked me for that shit. Yeah, I just like, I laugh. Like, fuck that shit, man.
Remember that place?
No, it was yeah, you know, I have bad memory. I wish I could remember that shit right now. Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
Bass or tenor sax. Yeah. I'm not very good.
Yeah, it's the sexiest sound.
Yeah.
What's your favorite like instrument or sound on your project?
On my project?
Yeah.
The guitar on Dream God, like the breakdowns, yeah. Like the outro on Dream God. If you listen to the outro on Dream God, like the psychedelic, like guitar playing.
Who's doing the guitar?
It's Illa's teacher from his school. Yeah. Don't ask me his name because I wish I could remember his name.
Okay, it's alright.
Like I wish I could remember his name. But it's his high school teacher who's a guitar teacher, so shout out to Illa's high school guitar teacher. Yeah. He's dope. He played guitar on almost every track. Yeah, every track I ever.
So roughly how many people like worked on this project?
Let's see. My man Illa, my man Stelios, my man Deji, Soft Glass, After the Smoke, like that.
Yeah.
Uzi, me, Jesse Wiggins, Mike Jones. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, right? I think I hit everybody.
Yeah, you did.
I better hit everybody. That was fucked up.
So written material that you produced before. So like, is all the stuff that you're making right now more hard like rap stuff, like or like the stuff that you've worked on so far, recording wise, or what is the vibe of your new stuff?
My new stuff coming out soon.
Yeah. Or like just whatever you're working on.
What I'm working on. I would say the vibe is definitely more hard, more gritty, more real, more done.
Are there any things that like really worked or really didn't work on the first project that you want to like keep in or like?
Stuff that worked. Definitely the rapping, definitely worked. I think stuff that I don't know, man. I haven't gotten a lot of really, I haven't gotten much I'm not gonna do it though.
So there's a beer. Drink some beer, dude. Take a drink. I'm okay. I hope it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Okay. Moving on. So one of my favorite songs is
thank you. I'm glad you like that song. Yeah, I like when people like a song that's not 40 ounce records.
Yeah. Okay, so it's weird. Do you find it weird that that song has 11,000 something hits and all the other songs have nothing near that?
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
I was like, what is it about this? Like, I didn't know, man.
I don't know. That's weird. It's cool. It's good that the song is circulating. Yeah. It's like it's a great song.
What song I thought was gonna do that?
Yeah.
Was Reach. I thought Reach was gonna do that. Yeah. But that 40 ounce song, I was like, okay.
I mean, it's weird. It's a great track.
Yeah.
Fucking, like someone needs to, that shit needs to leak out somewhere.
Yeah.
For sure. But anyway, so on Touch. I love the lyrics and they're so specific and they're so I don't know, just novel, great. But do you think your lyrics, the things that you rap about, should reflect your personal ethics about misogyny, about women, and about respect? And do you feel like that has to come across in your music, or do you feel like that's separate from your own person rapping about Do you think that your lyrics can be separate do you think that your personal ideologies can be separate from the things you're rapping about? And rapping about do you think your respect for women has to come across as a person, on music?
Yeah. I'm
or do you think it's separate? I'm not putting you on lyrics or anything. I'm just saying do you separate yourself from your writings lyrics as an artist? Or are these or is this what you actually feel and what you're thinking?
I think it's another part of me. Yeah. I feel like it's another part of me that I can only get across through my music. I feel like a lot of times I can't get it across. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my music, I feel like I can get that personality. Get that voice across.
So with your lyrics, you feel like it's more about not so much the lyrical content, but the tone.
Yeah, and the meaning. Yeah. Because there's a lot of hidden meanings, a lot of it's online.
Yeah, I know.
I swear to God.
There's a lot.
If you really.
I saw there's a couple Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I saw the R. Kelly.
There's some hidden shit.
Yeah.
I like to decipher. I like to make
He likes to make pyramids with his pyramids. That's sick. That was a good answer. What do you think distinguishes you as an artist?
Distinguishes me as an artist?
Yeah.
I'm a person who genuinely creates. And I'm a person who is fearless. And I'm a person who's not afraid to experiment and to find myself through my music, with my audience. I'm an artist who's fucking real.
Who do you consider your audience?
My audience are people who feel like they're stuck, who feel like they have only themselves to look on, people who feel like they have all these things tied to them back. I use the term God a lot because I say it's a person I say it's an acronym for G, I tell people that they should live life lucid. You should live life like it's a lucid dream. Anything you want to do, anything you dream to do or want to accomplish, you shouldn't be afraid to make that effort to do it. I'm really high right now, so I'm speaking on rambles.
No, this is not rambles, dude. This is
my life right now, you know? If I don't make this shit, like, I'm fucked. Like, you know? Like, what the fuck am I gonna live in the projects? Like, and then, like, I think if I don't try this shit, then it's like, I end up working a job I don't want to work. Like, just wondering about this shit, you know? And it's worse to, like, live in that uncomfortability, just constantly thinking back, well, I could have, I would have, I should have. Yeah, I'm that high right now.
Who are some of your favorite artists?
Huh?
Who are some of your favorite artists making music right now?
Cashmere Cat.
Cashmere Cat?
James Blake. Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
That's good.
Young Thug, yo. Migos. Yeah. Who else? Stelliums. And Dominic Serendip.
Is there any artist out there right now that you think you could model your career for the future?
Oh, Kanye West, man. Hell yeah. It's like my hero. It's my, that's like, yeah, man. Kanye. And I'm gonna have a baby, I'm gonna name her South. South Serendip. That's
yeah, that rules.
That's S, yeah.
It wasn't so hard.
That's S, yeah.
What's the last great hip hop album discovery?
Last great hip hop album I discovered?
Yes.
Last great hip hop album. Oh wow. No Label 2 years. That was the last one. You want to say recent? Yeah.
The last great one?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the first one. Okay.
Yo.
Last question. Why do you make it?
Because it's all I know. It's all I want to do. It's all I enjoy. I like making music. And it's the only way I know how to get myself across. You know? Sometimes I feel stuck, and the only way I know how to, like, genuinely get out of that stuck place is to write music, is to get my voice out. Because a lot of times I can't, like, connect emotionally or whatever, you know? And so I just go home, sad boy, like, hashtag sad boys 2014. And I pull out my journal and shit, and I just start to write. And when I write those lyrics, bro, I feel it's better. And I mix that trap, and I sing that, right? And I does that shit. Dominic Serendip.
Awesome.
This interview has been brought to you by Indie Current.
Okay, cool.